This is the Iowa Weather Report for Sunday, March 9th, 2014. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon as we're back on daylight time. You can see an upper level feature over northwestern Mexico. Pretty much a slight west-northwesterly flow aloft, but it's coming out of the Pacific, and that means warm temperatures. Highs today will be warmer than yesterday. Highs in the 40s and 50s across the state with plenty of sunshine. This will lead to a lot of more of that melting snow, and in some areas it'll lead to the complete melt of the snow, and it will continue into Monday. Temperatures even warmer, upper 40s northeast to maybe some lower 60s, maybe mid 60s in the south, where there will be almost or probably no snow cover on the ground. Unfortunately, then here comes the next system. This is going to bring us some rain, snow again, or wintry mix. Tuesday into Tuesday night, temperatures a little lower here on Tuesday, 30s to near 50, and then on Wednesday it cools back down into the 30s to maybe around 40. It's going to depend on how much snow we possibly get from this system that could re-blanket some of the state that may lose all of its snow. But then on Thursday, the winds turn back to the southwest. Temperatures are back above freezing. In fact, well into the 30s and even 40s, maybe even 50 in the southwestern counties of the state. But then on Friday, a system comes in with a frontal system. As you can see, the height levels drop. Temperatures maybe the 30s north to maybe near 50 south, with some sunshine, a few more clouds here on Friday with that system just to our north and east. It looks to be the same as we go into the weekend on Saturday. Temperatures maybe in the low to mid 30s northeast to maybe low to mid 40s south and west, but the next storm approaches from the north and west. And you can see here, this looks very significant with this fairly tight trough here, ridge over the west. This energy here, this is going to bring up a possible decent-sized low-pressure center over central and southern Illinois, just east of St. Louis, and this could bring us some possibly heavy precipitation, and it could be in the form of some snow. We're going to have a long look at this in the coming days, we're sure. A couple days after that, going into the extended period, March the 20th, we pretty much have a zonal flow across the country. A lot of the cold air being shunted into the Great Lakes in the northeast, wind flow out of the west, the flow at the surface out of the southwest, but temperatures likely a couple degrees below average for the middle to end of March, maybe 30s and 40s, as the storm will be along the Atlantic coast. And that looks to also be the case here on March the 24th. Now we have a ridge overhead, trough axis over the west coast, another feature off in the Canadian Maritimes, and this would bring a storm system to our west. The Gulf would start to open up, southerly winds. This would bring temperatures up into the 40s and 50s, but it could also bring us a storm system just beyond this period, but we'll have plenty of time to look at that in the coming days as well. Satellite image from last evening, we had some clouds over Texas streaming in. This will be with a system down there. New storm moving into the Pacific Northwest, bringing some rain and mountain snow there, and that'll be coming in our direction later in the week. Watch warning map for last evening. This is the quietest map we've seen in months. Only a couple of winter storm watches in the Rockies, some flood watches up there as well, some high wind warnings in Montana and Wyoming, and elsewhere it's quiet. The QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, showing the heaviest precipitation across South Texas and along the Gulf Coast, across New England and the Northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest. Around here, maybe a quarter to a half an inch of liquid equivalent.